to News 39. First, the highlights. All Progressive Congress inaugurates Governor Sanwo-Olu-led 305-member National Campaign Council. House of Representatives moves to address cases of fraudulent deductions by commercial banks from customers' account. On the foreign scene, Hezbollah announces Naheem Kassim as a new leader. And in sports, Lagos State government to host the 9th edition of Women Run on November 9. Now the details. I am Sarah Adesnya. Lagos State Governor and Chairman of All Progressive Congress, APC National Campaign Council for November 16 Ondo State gubernatorial election, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has assured his party leadership that the committee would win the forthcoming gubernatorial election with nothing less than 80% of the total votes. Sanwo-Olu, who is the Southwest leader of APC, said this during the inauguration of the APC National Campaign Council by the party leadership led by the national chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, at Akure, Ondo State. He urged all party leaders and members to work for the victory of the APC gubernatorial candidate, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, in the November 16 poll. Governor Sanwo-Olu appreciated President Bola Tinubu, who he described as the leader of the party, for giving his support for the APC National Campaign Council to lead the governorship campaign in Ondo State. In his address, the APC National Chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, expressed confidence that the ruling party in Ondo State will win the gubernatorial election with a wide margin and a free and fair contest. Ganduje, while inaugurating the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led 305-member council, urged them to swing into action and build a strong synergy with the state and local campaign council for APC to be victorious in the next month's gubernatorial poll. Lagos State government says it will soon arrange a dialogue with developers and owners of distressed buildings on how best to address the redesign and remodeling of such structures. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Oluyinka Olumide, said the prevalence of distressed buildings in different parts of the state is worrisome and calls for urgent attention of all stakeholders. Olumide also said the ministry is mandated by the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law 2019, as amended, is willing to extend its responsibility for approving the remodeling of existing buildings to providing technical assistance to developers and owners of distressed buildings. He added that buildings have their lifespans and should be continuously maintained as the lifespans approach, rather than being left to degenerate to the level of distress and eventually collapse, which are inimical to a safe and sustainable environment. Chairman of Alumisho Local Government Area, Sulaiman Jalili, has formally apologized to the Lagos State House of Assembly and withdrawn a lawsuit he previously filed against the legislative body. This follows his indefinite suspension by the Assembly on October 7 over alleged non-compliance and defiance towards the House's directives. In the apology letter addressed to the Assembly and read aloud during the House's plenary, Jalili expressed regret for his actions and pledged his commitment to fostering a cooperation and alignment with the Assembly's expectations. Jalili expressed regret for any perceived disrespect or misconduct, acknowledging that his actions may have contributed to a misunderstanding with the Assembly, a situation he now regrets deeply. He said his conduct, which may have appeared disrespectful, was not his intention, and that he has also held the leadership of the Assembly in the highest regard. Jalili also emphasized his commitment to building a more constructive and respectful relationship with the Assembly. Following Jalili's suspension, the Assembly appointed Vice Chairman Akinpelu Johnson to serve as acting chairman. stories, the House of Representatives has taken significant steps to address cases of fraudulent deductions by commercial banks from customers' accounts. These follow the passage of the second reading of a bill to enact to amend the Banking and Other Financial Institutions Act and other related matters, sponsored by lawmaker representing Mushin 2, Federal Constituency, Tony Fayinka. Leading the debate on the general principles of the bill, Fayinka lamented the frequent cases of withdrawals from customers' accounts, noting that billions of naira have been lost in the process. He said there is an alarming rise of bank fraud or unauthorized withdrawal of deposit funds in Nigeria. Fayinka also said the objective of the bill is to stop illegal funds transactions where monies are moved from customers' account without the authorization of the customer for such transactions to take place, to stop banks from the cover-up of such syndicates. Others are for both the paying and receiving banks to get the culprits arrested and prosecuted and to pay all necessary bills and the costs of the recovery processes. Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Samuel Ubuku, says the commission will not relent in providing the needed support to the police and other security agencies in the region to enable them function optimally. Ubuku stated this when the Commissioner of Police, Bala Muhammad, recently deployed to Rivers State, paid him a courtesy visit at the Commission's headquarters in Port Harcourt. He said despite the Commission's recent donation of operational vehicles and communication gadgets to Rivers State Police Command, a contract award for supplying solar lights to the 9 Police State Command headquarters in the region will soon be concluded. And in foreign news, Hezbollah has announced the group's Deputy Secretary General, Naim Qassem, as its new head. Qassem replaces long-term leader Hassan Nasrallah, who was killed in an Israeli airstrike in Beirut last month. He is one of the few senior Hezbollah leaders who remains alive after Israel killed most of the group's leadership in a series of attacks. The appointment comes as the conflict in Lebanon intensified in recent weeks. For more than 30 years, Naim Qassem was Hezbollah's Deputy Secretary General and one of the group's most recognized faces. Hezbollah said he was elected by the Shura Council in accordance with the group's rules. And in sports, the 9th edition of the Lagos Women Run, an annual marathon dedicated to empowering and celebrating women, is set to take place, drawing women from various backgrounds, all united in their passion for fitness, companionship, and positive social change. Speaking at a press briefing ahead of the event, Director General of the Lagos State Sports Commission, Lekon Fatudu, described the Lagos Women Run as more than just a marathon, but a movement that promotes women's health, empowerment, and unity across Lagos and beyond. Fatudu acknowledged the positive impact of the event in fostering a culture of fitness among women and underscored the Lagos State government's support for initiatives which advance opportunities for women in sport.
Identify the importance of women in our society, and we know that they are members of the society that have different, diverse, versatile capacity and abilities in so many areas. And we know that it is essential and important for a state in terms of productivity and socio-economic progress to have healthy and active citizens. So we have brought this for.
On her part, Lagos Women Run, Tayo Popola, who shared on her part, the convener of Lagos Women Run, Tayo Popola, who shared insight on this year's theme, More Than a Run, explained that it embodies the event's broader purpose beyond fitness, aiming to create a platform for women to connect, support, and empower each other. Popola noted that the race scheduled to take place on November 9 from 7 a.m. will kick off at Tafawa Balewa Square and end at Onikon Stadium.
And we want to make sure that at least a woman can be able to put food on the table. And that's what we want to do. So we need to support them. We need to train them how to go about it. Even if they've had other knowledge before, we need to see how we can actually give them more knowledge. Or the one they have before, they bring it to us. We now look for a way to assist them, a way to support them, a way to make sure that they are happy.
Lagos Women Run will be partnering with various paramilitary groups, including Nigerian Police, Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASME, and other security agencies for a smooth running of the event. But just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms, X, formerly Twitter, at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that Solo administration supplied 86,000 door furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. State Governor and Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, APC National Campaign Council for November 16 Ondo State gubernatorial election, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has assured his party leadership that the committee will win the forthcoming gubernatorial election with nothing less than 80% of the total votes. The House of Representatives has taken significant steps to address cases of fraudulent deductions by commercial banks from customers' accounts. We also told you that Hezbollah has announced the group's Deputy Secretary General, Naheem Kassim, as its new head. And in sport, the 9th edition of the Lagos Women Run, an annual marathon dedicated to empowering and celebrating women, is set to take place, drawing women from various backgrounds, all united in their passion for fitness, companionship, and positive social change. For contact to the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebashi. I am Sarah Adesnya. Thank you for listening.